emotionless, stoic Fedor Emelianenko, and fans have wondered aloud. Would he come to the UFC? How would he fare once he got here? Those questions get answers tonight.
John, you said stoic. When you watch Emelianenko walk to the octagon, all you're missing is like snow coming down and it getting real dark, and everybody's kind of walking with the big Russian hat, because he just is that unknown that we have all wanted to kind of get a beat on. But what we do know is that this guy can absolutely fight. He's got tremendous wrestling, grappling, and unbelievable knockout power. Look for Fedor to try to end the night of his opponent's career.
At one point, he was 31-1 in MMA. Fedor Emelianenko still regarded as the greatest heavyweight of all time. Once again, ready to engage in a big spot here tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the biggest power threats in the UFC's heavyweight division. New South Wales, Australia's Bam Bam Tuivasa. There was a streak a few years ago in which he had 5 successive wins, all of them by knockout. Who could forget his performance of the night bonus win against Derek Lewis at UFC 271? Then he ran into a few heavyweights that were on the track to a heavyweight title, fell short in those matchups. Tuivasa has recommitted himself to the gym. There have been some training camp changes, and he believes tonight, it stands to reason, it will be the most well-rounded, thoughtful Tuivasa we have ever seen inside the octagon. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and that means we are ready to go with live action from the Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto, where some of the best fans in all of MMA have come out to see our fights here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Fedor! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Bam Bam Tuivasa!
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. Round 1. The last Emperor, Fedor Emelianenko. I get a little bit anxious when this man fights. A lot of us never thought this day would come. Fedor Emelianenko in the UFC, and he talked a lot about wrestling this week. Certainly he believes if this was a kickboxing match contested on the feet, he could win it and would, but he wants to get his wrestling game going. And when it comes to that Emelianenko top pressure, not a man you want to be fighting off of your back against. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I love all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
All right, so Emelianenko is able to flatten him out. We'll see how he chooses to proceed from here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike.
Looking to hurt. Oh my goodness!
Unbelievable. Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 18 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Fedor!
Well, could you imagine what the celebration is like in his hometown right now after he gets the TKO win tonight? He said he wanted to leave the judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. He left the judges out of it. The judges could have went to the concession stand because once he got his opponent hurt, he was not going to stop until he got that TKO.